But I just think, have a think about that. Who showed you love first? Who continued to show you love? When did you not receive love? Remember, what were the times where you felt the most lonely, the most sad, the most depressed even? Where do you think those things come from? Though that's hard work to do, but I think just explore those things so that you can map really, where and how things maybe didn't go as well as they should have done.
What is one trait that you are proud of and one trait you want to shake? One trait that I want to shake, I feel like I overcommit. Prime example, I'm helping a friend to rebrand her business. I told her that I was going to get the drafts to her early this week, and I haven't done that yet. And I've been keeping her up to date with like timings and stuff, but just like I want my word to be my word. If I say I'm going to do something, then I do it. And then but then like to be more realistic with myself with that in that. But the thing is, I think I am being realistic. That's the problem. I'm being late. I've got to stop. And a trait that I'm proud of, I'm just going to say this trait because this is what a friend has told me before. Is that a bit of a cop-out? But I'm just going to, I don't care. What is like their favourite trait of mine, something like that. And that was my best friend. She said I was really thoughtful person. So I'm going to say that. What is a decision that you've made in the past that you regret? Being disobedient to the Lord, man. Specifically, times if I'm walking down the street and I'm getting conviction, like to go talk to that person, and like there's times when I will do it and there's times when I won't, and I always regret it when I don't listen to like that conviction. Always. And I was thinking, why are you scared? Like, why are you being a scaredy cat, bro? 2025, no, in 2025 for life, on disobedience, man. If you could go back and speak to a 13-year-old Trin and give her 3 words to prepare for her future, what would they be? If 13-year-old Trin was sitting across me right now and I tried to give her some words of advice, I don't think she'd even listen to me. I think she'd hear it and then go out after and she wouldn't remember what I just said. I feel like you'd have to speak to 15-year-old Trin or 16-year-old Trin. That's when I started listening more. I wasn't bad or anything, but I wasn't focused. I wasn't really pay attention. Is it hard for you to receive love, both platonic and romantic? What's the question? It's not even about platonic and romantic. It's about male affection and female affection. I think I find it completely easy to accept female affection. I think to accept male affection is incredibly difficult for me. I just always question like the longevity of it. Like I think I'm in my head, I'm just always subconsciously like it's not gonna last. I think I've grown a lot. I think if I was to answer this question 2-3 years ago from anyone, I think I very much had a guard up and very much was like, I don't trust any of you. In the last few years, I think I've grown a lot. The Lord has done a lot of work in me. Went to therapy, which helped a lot. Oh, excuse me. When I catch something that's a bit off in like my behavior, the way I'm responding to something, I try to talk it out. So I think I'm getting better. But recently, I've been trying to, and again, I'm an overthinker. Like I can spend time with someone, I'm like, oh, that was so great, and then overthink my way out of the good time I just had. But recently, I've been trying to like only use the evidence that I'm given from a person to solidify like how I feel about them. Does that make any sense? Like I will write out or like pray to the Lord about, this is how they treat me, this is how I feel when I'm with them, because then like your mind runs away. Your thoughts run to a place that has no evidence. So is it hard for me to receive love? I think it can be. I think I'm trying to get better. I think I am getting better. I'd like to say when and if I get into a relationship, I think that will be a good indicator to how far or not far I've come. Okay. Hey, Mom.
Hey.
Okay, so I was recording the part 2, right, to the Q&A video.
Yes.
And I was editing yesterday, One of the questions. Well, first of all, the video was quite short. It was a bit shorter than I expected. So I was like, I got to add something. One of the questions that I got was, do you find it hard to receive love? They were asking me, do I find it hard to receive love?
Right.
Whether that's platonic or romantic, right? The point of view here is, what do you think? We're getting your perspective as my mother, the shepherd of our home, the woman who's raised me
Shepherdess.
for 22 years.
The shepherdess.
What have you noticed or seen in me? Be honest, safe
About
space.
how you receive love.
Yeah, do you think, okay, first of all, the question, do you think I find it hard to receive love?
I think you, as your mother.
Not from you. I receive love from you, but observing me in my life, do you think I find it difficult to receive love?
Oh, I think you used to. I think you find it much easier to give love than to receive it. For sure. I think your go-to to give love is to give with deeds, doing things for people. Do you know what I mean? That's how you show love for people. I think when you were younger, maybe you might have found it more difficult to receive compliments from people.
Do you think I'm better at that now?
Yeah, I think you're better than that. Yeah, you're definitely better. I think you have been really, really intentional to do the work on yourself in the last couple of years, like big time. Like for your years, it's actually quite phenomenal.
Aww.
In how much you've done, how much work you've done in self. Like for someone of your years, it's actually quite profound to see that you've worked on yourself so much. That because you should be a bit of a hot mess. Just trying to help you navigate, you know what I mean, all of that with God helping me as well. But I think really you're a very loving child. You're a very loving child. You're very tactile. You're very loving in terms of me. I think I'm a safe space for you. Your parents should be a safe space. I know they're not for everybody, but I know I'm a safe space for you. So I think you are very free with your love, with me anyway. So that helps me to know that you do know how to love and you do know how to be free in your love. I don't know if you're going to give that to everyone. I don't know if you give that to everyone. I don't think you do. I think maybe you're a bit guarded, but rightly so, to be honest with you. But yeah.
I was saying, sorry, don't look at you.
For the husband that's coming, you're gonna be very lucky because she loves. She loves very deeply. She loves very, very, very deeply. But quite rightly so, she keeps that. You shouldn't be. Quite rightly so, you're a bit guarded about it, and I think there's nothing wrong with that.
I was saying, you speaking about that, I was saying in that when I first originally answered the question, in terms of receiving like female affection from like female aunties in the church or like female, obviously because I've been raised by we've been in a matriarch, like I've been raised by women, even like with Auntie Sharon, Nanny, that haven't really been like I haven't been raised by granddads or uncles, really. Like they've been in my life, but I've been raised by women. Now I have no problem receiving any kind of female affection or nurturing or anything like that. But at any time, like any male affection comes, it feels so uncomfortable.
Oh, I do have thoughts on it, but it's a bit too deep for
Let's talk.
Yeah, way too deep for let's talk.
Okay, I have another question for you. Where's my phone? Oh, drop. Do you have any encouragement, any words for maybe someone that's struggling to receive love or finds it hard to receive love or is on the journey to, trying to...
Somebody your age?
Yeah, let's say someone my age.
Words of encouragement for people your age.
/ for me as well, but
yeah. Do some work on looking back on how you've been raised and the good, the bad and the ugly. And even if you don't have a marker of what's right and what's wrong, just journaling or writing down your story of maybe, who loved you first, what was that love like, do you have good memories of it or negative, memories of it, of love being given to you. That's a good starter point. But I just have a think about that. Who showed you love first? Who continued to show you love? When did you not receive love? Remember what were the times where you felt the most lonely, the most sad, the most depressed even? where do you think those things come from? Though that's hard work to do, but I think just explore those things so that you can map really, where and how things maybe didn't go as well as they should have done.
Yeah.
And to just remember that irrespective of what's happened to you or whatever you've been through, that it's never too late to just draw a line
Yeah.
and to take responsibility. Like, and I've worked with children, young people for so many years. And there's some children that were in situations that obviously of no fault of their own. It's the parents that are dysfunctional, and those poor children are being raised in that. And I remember when I used to work with them, just thinking, how can I actually help them? When actually I'm doing good work in school with them in my sessions, but then they're going back into a dysfunctional environment. And I used to just pray about it and just say, Lord, just help me with this. But it was just to keep showing them functionality, what it's meant to look like. Let's do a session on goals and aspirations. What would you like your life to look like? And get them to visualize it. We'd draw it, we'd research it on the internet, we'd read books about it, because I was trying to just get them to visualize the future, so that when they were 18 and they were free, that they could. Because there's no reason why, even if you come from a dysfunctional family, that you can't get a functional job and you can't do well, and that you can't move away, and that you can't make a really good life for yourself. So I just want to encourage anybody that feels that there's nothing I can do to fix this, is that once you get to the age of independence, there's plenty of things you can do to stop looking back at what things were done to you, and just know that yes, it was done, it shouldn't have happened, but you have the power to make changes and make really like baby steps to creating the life that you want. Like, nothing is impossible. I truly believe that.
And that it's also your responsibility, that like the things that has happened to you or the trauma that you've experienced is not your fault. And like your feelings and frustrations and anger and sadness is all valid. But like you get to a certain age where it's your responsibility to deal with the way that you act and the way that trauma comes out and spills onto other people. It's your responsibility to deal with it. You can't go around life using what you've been through as an excuse to hurt others, or to like it will happen, you'll be triggered, but to continuously use that as why you act the way you act
with no accountability.
It's your responsibility to be the person you want to be, to create the life you want to live. And also it's a Sunday. God is good, and He will help you. He is a helper and a friend, and He will be with you every step on the way. And He'll bring people into your life to help as well. Okay, great. Thanks, Mama.
You're welcome.
Love you. Bye, guys.
Bye.